before 5 o'clock in the morning. Me and Brandon are getting ready to go get the skidder, get it home. Diesel fuel. It's cold, so I'm letting Brandon do the pumping. Here at Collins, Missouri, this is a pretty common place for us to stop and fuel up. Cold up here. Let Brandon kick these ramps down. I'll do my part. Yeah, cold. Looks really good. All the dirt work they've done. Can't even, other than the brush pile out there, it's smoking from the treetops. You can't even hardly tell we were here. Some of these little water puddles got ice on them. The pond's still moving pretty good, but yeah, she's cold up here. We've had some kind of crazy weather. This weekend they're talking like lows down here around 4 degrees, where yesterday it was up in the 70s, so that's Missouri for you. There's ice right there. It's kind of soft. Brandon's dropping the ramps now. They're going down. Oh, jeez. Oh. See if this whole girl wants to start. Oh yeah. Fired right up. Glow plug relay. Can't imagine that that's a good indication, but yeah. Even as cold as it is, fired right up. We'll let her sit here and warm up just a second. We'll watch Brandon do all the hard work over there, getting the chains and boomers ready. So many switches and buttons. Go ahead and ease up here. This old girl probably thought we'd forgot about her. Hadn't seen her in a few days. A week. Up. Thought we were going to have problems at first because I turned the key on and like it did nothing, like no power on the dash, and then like all of a sudden everything went and it just fired right up. We've got the back chained. We still got to chain the grapple down. Brandon's working on the front. I'm going to go ahead and kick these guys up. That was well worth the extra money on this trailer, this feature right here. Well worth it. This thing needs to be drilled out a little more. It's a little snug. Go ahead and tighten up on these. We're good to go there. Grapple. Done deal here. Cold. Look at that ice. Got a flag up. We're a little wide, as you can tell, these 30.5s, but compared to the Heister trailer that we used to have, this Pitts has got all kinds of room on it. This is just a lot more comfortable hauling this machine. The machine's not super heavy, 32.5 I think is what we're weighing in at, but we are just wide. So that's why here are the flags, because it's a DOT territory right up here where we're at on 13 at Higginsville. I see the DOT here all the time from between here and Lexington. I always say this is kind of a pinch point, because up here where you cross the river, they're waiting for guys like us, or pulling grain trailers, anybody heavy hauling, they're waiting to check you out or nab you right there. We are about ready to roll. Southwest Missouri bound. I do love getting to work up here around the Higginsville, Lexington area, all through here. Absolutely love the people up here. Love the country. Fun place to cut logs. But it's cold up here in the winter. Not that it's going to be a lot warmer where we're going, but the wind always blows here. It's definitely colder up here. Always colder up here than where we're at back in southern Missouri. Stopping here, kind of tightening some chains. They loosen up, making sure everything's still on, good and snug. Ballard, Missouri. We're cutting through the country. What, Brandon? It's not terrible. Yep. On the road again. Unboomed, unchained, unstrapped, unflagged. We're ready to unload. We're gonna go right in this gate right here, and I'm gonna run home and get my vehicle, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put in a really long day of dragging logs. Looks like a monster. First time doing night operations in the H model here. We've got two lights that are not working. We've got one here in the center group. There's two lights there. One of those is burnt out, which would be nice to have that kind of headlight. Then on the back side here, we've got one up in this cluster that's burnt out. The back lights up pretty well, I think. I wish this had a few more lights, or maybe even some LED lights to kind of light up things a little better, but oddly enough, you can actually see pretty good. It doesn't look like it from the videos, and don't get me wrong, it's not some big John Deere tractor going across the bean field pulling a chisel plow at midnight. But for doing this timber is fairly open, so we're navigating through it pretty good. done this evening. I think this will be the group in here will be 116, 117, and 118 for the logs out. So pretty productive day. Definitely got to pay attention dragging at night because things do look different. And this isn't the first time I've drug at night. Like I said, we had a 548G. It had a light package on it. It didn't have near the lights this did, but it was definitely comfortable for working at night, which this is very comfortable. I don't have the air on, but I've got the cool air circulating. Of course, we've got a radio. And I guess I've got you guys to keep me company. Last drag of the night coming out here. We've got everything drug out that's cut. So that's it. 4 in the grapple. It's been a pretty good day. Definitely dragging at night. This is I've only done it once or twice before, but you really got to pay attention. I would show you guys the log deck, but can't see much, can you? You can see a few of them there. Kind of get over here to the light of the skidder, see a few more. Definitely would consider putting some LEDs on here for the light pods, because we've got 2 pods burnt out, one on the front, one in the back. So this one here on this side, we've got one burnt out there, as you can see. But it really lights up pretty good. One thing I wish there was a light that was protected, kind of like on the Serco loader. I wish they had a light on the boom of the grapple here. That way when you're going to grapple logs, you can see a little better. You never have too much light working at night. Definitely makes it nice. I mean, it's I'd drag logs like this all the time if I could. So a lot of fun dragging at night. Just gotta be a little more attentive. Use a little caution, because I was using the saw as well, bucking some logs off that still had the tops on them, pulling them, cutting the log off. So definitely adds another factor to it. But yeah, good stuff. I've got my hard hat off. It's actually hanging up in the skidder there, but I'm letting the skidder cool down. Then I'm going to head in for the night. We've got a lot of bucking to do tomorrow, and I think we've got like 4 trees left. There's a couple of them that we've got to just push the skidder, which I think I already mentioned something like that, but they'll go pretty quick because we'll have this thing wrapped up. Definitely makes it nice being able to work late like this when you need to, especially in the winter time, because they're calling for some bad weather here starting maybe New Year's morning. So we're going to be working New Year's. We're working all weekend, but bad weather. So definitely with a light kit, kind of gives you a little bit of an advantage there. So guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you tomorrow's video. New Year's Eve edition of the Turner Logging LLC YouTube channel. Skidder's still warm, actually. Surprise, surprise. We shut her off pretty late there last night, but we got a pretty good bunch of logs out. Dad's going to go through right now, and he's going to mark he marked a lot of logs the day prior, actually, when they were on the ground. But he's going to go through now and just mark up all the stuff he missed. Why don't I go ahead and flip you around here? Kind of see this row of logs. This is what we finished up on last night. Now I'm actually on my way right now. I know there's 2 more that are over here in this ditch. I didn't get them last night just because where they were. and I've got to get the top out too, and I didn't want to be down in that creek cutting on them, so I just left them for the morning. I think we've got 3 trees we got to push on, or 4, to keep away from the fence. So other than that, we'll be done. The job will be wrapped up. Of course, then we got a lot of bucking to do, but they should go pretty quick. Short body trees, honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again, probably the worst set of walnut timber, worst set of trees I've ever bought personally. It's overall, that is a terrible set of trees. The whole thing, all of them, just terrible, terrible, terrible. And I knew some would be bad, but I didn't think the majority of them like that would be as bad as they are. So just goes to show you, even though we post a lot of pictures of good timber, we still buy some bad timber every now and then too. The power wedge. What we had here was a barn behind us. Definitely didn't want to run the risk of putting that tree into that barn. That's probably one of the better trees we've cut on the job, sad to say. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.